Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Metaphor ReFantazio, and here we are. We're on day 2. Our first day, we explored the entire town, kind of saw what was available to us. We got a side quest done, 2 side quests done technically. We have to turn the other one in today. And then I pushed the pad as I started today because I was going to look through some of the menus and stuff. And yeah, now that we have free time, the center pad is going to show us travelers' voices in the town. Through travelers' voices, you can see how other players spent their time. It might serve as a good reference if you're curious. Okay, so we can kind of see what people did. Spent time at question marks, spent time with supporters. So it seems like 58% spent time in the Labyrinth, Belega Corridor, or Regolith Grand Cathedral. Okay, so there must be another optional place somewhere. And one thing that I did want to try to see if I could do today is see if I could leave the town. And I'm wondering if that would take us to whatever the Belega Corridor is. Or if that's somewhere else in town. So the Grand Cathedral seems like the main story stuff, and whatever the Belega Corridor might be some optional thing. So you can take in the scenery, that's what we did yesterday. Talked with a pagan, talked with an activist, heard a story from long ago, slept. Alright, so first thing we need to do is go and turn in that quest. Okay, something else that I can do is, we haven't checked this. Something, let's just go to Academeia and then we'll talk about this. So, people in my comments have mentioned kind of who Moore is supposed to represent. It would indeed appear as though you've acquired a new archetype. I wholeheartedly encourage you to examine its abilities here. So, Moore is a reference to an author of the book Utopia from the late 1400s, early 1500s, one Thomas More, who wrote the book Utopia, and that's a book that I have never read, so it seems like it's fairly short. I was able to get the Kindle edition of the book for about 50 cents, so I'm going to go ahead and read that at some point. Most likely after I finish the demo and before the actual game comes out, I'm going to spend some time and read that book. Apparently, Kindle estimates that it will take me about 3.5 hours, which means that I can probably get it done in 3 to 2.5 hours. So it's not a very long one, and I think reading that would help me understand a lot of the references and a lot of the influence that the developers took in making this game. So Utopia and creating like a ideal society seems to be a major theme of this game, and the way that people create these ideal societies and how they tend to fail a lot of the times. I mean, it seems like the king was reading this book too. His son was reading this book as the prince. So it seems like everybody wants to create their ideal society, right? We've got Luis, who espouses the ideas of equality, but he does it through fear. And so it's like all of these different approaches to trying to create the best society, and how a lot of times people will abuse that, how people will fail at that. It seems like the king may have wanted a utopia as well, but he obviously failed. This world is not equal. He failed to create that utopia. And so I think that the themes in this game is going to be a lot about that, the struggles in creating a perfect society, and how it's nearly impossible with the human condition. And yeah, like, that's a really, really interesting topic to sort of like tackle. So I wonder if they're going to have some kind of answer for that by the end, if they're going to try and say, yes, it is possible, but it's hard, or if they're going to say, it may not be possible, but we can make a better world, or what the entire message is going to be. But yeah, it's obviously apparent through the human condition that creating a utopian society, it's an idealistic thing, but not a practical thing. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's interesting, because this is obviously what the late king wanted, and then looking at this society, there is very little equality actually espoused in this Euchronia. So, and then we've got Luis, who seems to recognize that there is a lot of equality, and we don't know if he actually wants equality or if he's just using it as a tool to gain power. And people will do that a lot, where they'll take things that the people want and they'll say, you know, I represent this, just in order to gain more power. So he seems to be saying, you know, hey, I want equality for all, and I'm going to achieve that by creating fear and making sure that our fear of the humans is what we can rally behind. Rallying behind fear-mongering is definitely a common thing that happens within different societies and the way that people gain power, and it remains to be seen what his intentions truly are, whether it's just a ploy to gain power or if he actually believes it. I tend to find that the most interesting villains are ones who actually do have a point behind it, one that people can actually get behind, and I think they might go that direction. And so it's just that, yeah, what he wants might be good, but the way he goes about it might not be. But we'll see where it goes. But yeah, so in the future, I hope to be able to talk more about Utopia the book, and Thomas More, and how that is influencing the story here. Let's pet the cat. His fur's so soft and clean. Well, it makes me curious how he takes care of it. A magic formula apparently written by the king. It's entitled The Royal Magic.
Hey.
Just to be sure, the Royal Magic is the spell that got invoked at the royal funeral, right? And this is its formula?
Yes.
That doesn't seem to be the case. Put another way, the king had a detailed plan to ensure how things would play out before he died at Louise's hands. Kind of a stupid plan if it involves giving your son's murderer a chance to take the throne. I don't see the logic. In the 785 years that Euchronia has endured, there has only been a few instances where the king has invoked this magic. A strong desire of some sort surely spurred his decision. I believe there are still secrets to be found, a reason that this script exists, and for the name and drawing at the end. What a strange feeling I'm getting. Now that I consider it again, I feel as if I've seen this somewhere before. Why would I feel this way? It's certainly not a language used anywhere in the kingdom.
Got a moment?
Hey, are you okay? Indeed. It certainly seems there is much I cannot recall.
Adieu.
Should you learn anything new, I would appreciate it very much if you'd share it with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you've learned new truths.
Hello.
Seeker's Research. Do I know what this is? My assignment? Oh, this is that quest. Gotcha. We have to get Hiller to rank 10.
I can hardly wait.
Okay. Alright, Hulkenberg. So we have access to this new class now. I wonder if Stroll should have access to that one too. So he's got Mage, he's got Warrior, and maybe he can have this one too. So we got some of the mag back that we spent on Grius, so we have quite a pull at the moment. It's just about where I want to spend it.
I see. Fascinating.
This is the archetype you sense from Hulkenberg's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the noble protector who stakes their pride in their ability to prevent their charges from taking harm.
All right.
1,000 mag is required to channel the knight.
I'm counting on you.
Yes, I want to entrust Stroll with this power.
Of course.
Then hear us, O valiant heart. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a knight. I hear the voices of past hero souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to remain principled and pursue the path of the protector, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the knight.
Yeah.
The power of the knight's soul. Protecting the group is a heavy responsibility, but I take it gladly. I fight to protect what is precious to me. The knight archetype is awakened. You can now change archetypes from the main menu.
A new ability.
Okay. We're not going to put it on right now. Okay. So we inherited Dia for you. Is there anything I want you to inherit as well? I mean, for now, maybe Day. I'm going to say Dia a lot for Day, but you all know how it is. All right, so we probably want to get something for each person. It's just a matter of what. So like if I wanted him to go back to Warrior for a while, maybe I would give him Bot or Blizz. Maybe what I'll do is I'll give you Blizz. Draws enemy attention. That would be a really good one to learn to also put on the tank class. So like Hulkenberg, if we got her to learn that, that's actually a really good idea. So we should probably, maybe what we'll do... Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. Oh no, Knight's Proclamation comes from the Knight class.
All right.
I'm gonna have you learn Blizz.
Here's the ace up my sleeve.
Okay, and then you... Hulkenberg, you haven't done any other classes, so we might want to give you an alternate class as well. Let's see. Archetype details. I need to see her base stats.
What now?
So are the pluses what she's getting from her current archetype? It must be, right? So she definitely is going to be an endurance strength beast. Her magic is lower. Let's compare that to other people. Yeah, your magic is going to be much higher. Your magic is not that high either. Okay. Now here's the thing, if we want to get some elements on some people, so we're gonna have to learn
Do make yourself at home.
classes for people that will allow them to inherit skills to make them, you know, more useful and stuff. So right now we've got Hama on our character, we've got Blizz on Stroll. I would like to try and get Bot on our girl. I don't know if we'll have enough though, we'll see. So we have 1,700 left. So what I would have to do is I would have to get you Mage.
I see. Fascinating.
So it seems like it's more expensive the first time you open up a class, but afterwards it's cheaper.
This right here. All right.
That's good. So let's have her
I'm
learn
counting on you.
this.
Of course.
I see.
So this is the mage's power. I can feel my mind resonating with the essence of magic. All in the name of His Highness the Prince, I shall wield this power to its fullest.
A new means of protection.
All right.
Okay, and then she can pull Bot
I've been
in.
saving this.
And then we have several options for that. Okay. Okay, how much more do I have? So I could get her warrior as well. And I'm guessing that eventually we'll be able to inherit more skills. Like right now we only have access to one, but I'm guessing that like later on somehow we'll get access to more slots for that.
I see.
I think I'm gonna give her warrior makes sense for her stats as well, so she should have this.
This right here. All right.
Maybe I should wait though. She doesn't need it right now. But I don't know, like if we needed to change strengths and weaknesses, it would still be good to have, I think. I'm gonna do it.
I'm counting on you. Of course.
I'm gonna do it, because there's gonna be an instance where she's gonna have a weakness that we don't want her to have, and giving her another strength-based class would fix that problem, right? So
I see.
this is the soul of the warrior. A thrill runs through me at the prospect of wielding my sword on the front lines. I shall keep this way of life. My determination is no mere ruse.
To greater heights.
Okay. All right, somebody also told me that there's a second floor here. Oh, yep, look at that. There is a second floor. Research notes healer.
That's right.
Oh. These are going to be other classes that we don't have access to yet. So we've got question mark, commander. Oh, wait, are there multiple ones on here? No, that's all commander. Merchant, faker, okay, brawler, and gunner. Berserker, summoner, mass dancer, thief. Okay, and then these are ones we have. Okay, cool. Archetype Advancement Handbook. All right, cool. Little preview of what's to come. So yeah, thank you for whoever commented about that.
You'll come again.
Those types of comments I'm okay with. Just as a note, please try not to spoil things that are coming in the future of the game. I've already had some people be like, hey, there's this thing that you can do, and I'm just like, why did you tell me that? Don't tell me about things that I haven't found yet. I'm playing this blind, I want to discover things naturally. Don't tell me about the optional things that I might have access to, or things that are going to be coming up in the future of the playthrough. Even hinting at them will often tell me more information than I want to know. You're like, most people think that they're being clever by like giving light hints, but light hints are often not as light as you think they are, because they definitely clue you in to the whole of what the hint is. So just don't do it. When in doubt, just don't do it. Yeah, it's only happened twice so far, and they've been relatively minor things, and at least in one case, I had already gotten far enough to have seen the thing that they told me about. But just keep that in mind. I don't want to be spoiled on things. Some people may be a little bit more willing to hear guidance on what to do, but I kind of want to experience this on my own terms. So unless I specifically ask for something, if I'm like, all right, I've been hinted at multiple times in this game about this thing and I can't find it, please give me a hint, I don't want them. So unless I specifically ask for it, please just make sure that you're being kind in the comments and not giving me spoilers. Yeah. Even if you feel like it's something small, I just don't need to hear about it if I haven't experienced it yet. So, thank you. But yeah, if you're one of the people who's done that, just don't worry about it too much. Just know that in the future, don't do it. There hasn't been anything terrible yet, but all right. So this is the quest we need to turn in.
What on earth are you doing? Oh.
Have you perhaps helped out with the hushed honeybee? Please tell me what it was like in there. So, the honeybee's cooking. I recounted to him the full story of my time as a sous chef.
Grand, isn't it?
I see, so it's all in the preparation. If I'm hearing you right, it sounds as though Miss Fabienne is rather particular about the ingredients she uses. This red grass you mentioned, not just anyone can get their hands on that here, can they? I knew she was no ordinary innkeeper. As I believe I mentioned, the place I work serves high-class clientele, and the head chef, not to mention the customers, put too much emphasis on tribe. Just being a Nydia, I get a cold shoulder from Clamar and Rogue, nobles in particular, to be expected in society as it stands today. The head chef doesn't want people like that to even see me holding a knife, probably why he sticks me with the busy work and chores. Okay, so we haven't read up on Nydia yet. Do we have that in here now? We've got the Mustari, but we haven't seen anything about the Nydia show up in the memorandum. Slave classes? A class of people considered so low across the kingdom that no one can be born into it. Rather, it is a restriction on citizenship, imposed as a form of punishment for crimes. The criminal becomes the legal property of another for a fixed sentence. And during this period, any action that leads to a slave's death, participation in additional crimes, or even self-harm will result in the owner being charged. Jesus, okay. Alright, let's read up on more on Plateau as well. An enigmatic young man imprisoned in a peculiar study called Academeia. He first contacted Vernacular during a particular trying moment by somehow linking their consciousnesses. Though he is undoubtedly an ally, many mysteries surround him, such as his knowledge that igniters are not essential to magic, or his profound expertise on archetypes. Then Plateau, the most important character in the game. Probably a god, honestly. Probably the god of this world. That's honestly probably true. Moore's pet cat who lives in Academia with him, he doesn't necessarily resemble the animals called cats that exist elsewhere. The strange charm hanging around his neck, a type of magic igniter according to Moore, allows for visions of him to be projected outside of Academia. Gauntlet runners. Oh, so gauntlet runners are these machine things we've seen a couple times. Okay. Often called runners as shorthand, a general term for magic-powered semi-automatic vehicles designed for traversing the wastelands and either overcoming or circumventing local wildlife threats and magical phenomena. Traveling the wilds on foot or even in a lightly armed carriage has historically been incredibly dangerous, making any long-distance trips a life-threatening risk. However, as cities and countries grew, so too did demand for resources, many of which required transport in large quantities. The gauntlet runners filled the niche of an armed, sturdy vehicle that could help with transport and land development. There are smaller runners roughly the size of an armed carriage with a simple deck addition, but it's more common to see models that walk on legs with an internal living area comparable to a modest house. Legs are more common in their design than wheels, partly because of their versatility on all manner of difficult terrain, but more so because adopting the remains and skeletons of large monsters, as is more cost-effective and stronger than artificially creating all the components necessary. Okay. Let's read up on humans. So we've kind of surmised that there might be a connection between the Elda and humans, and I wonder if that's why they're vilified. But yeah, let's read this and see if there's anything we can glean from this information. Unknown monsters with bizarre forms, and like any natural beast, their bodies hold immense amounts of volatile magla, and they rampage through their surroundings indiscriminately. Despite their berserk nature marking little sign of intelligence, they can wield advanced magic beyond the grasp of all sentient beings. Many aspects of their biology and ecology remain a total mystery. Given their unnatural physical resilience, large specimens can wipe out entire armies. Although there have been sightings of humans since antiquity, actual encounters are incredibly rare, and they have long been dismissed from being any real threat. However, recent years have seen them appearing with more rapid frequency across the Crown's lands, which has the people uneasy. So, I wonder if that's why igniters exist. I wonder if overusing magic in the way that we do, overloads you with magla and turns you into one of these human beasts. They seem to be beasts, they seem to be like human hybrids that have an incredible amount of magla amassed inside of them. And so natural magic, which is what we're using now, rather than using igniters, which just pull on magla, it seems like. I wonder if taking in too much magla can turn you into one of these or something. That's one of the ideas I'm playing around with, and the other idea is that somehow in the past, there's been a connection between Elda and humans, which is why they've been vilified, and maybe that knowledge has been forgotten. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. I suppose I should be grateful I have a job at all, honestly, but still, there are a lot of days when I question why I'm putting up with any of this. So I just wanted confirmation of a simple fact I think I've always known to be true, that the skill of a chef has nothing to do with one's tribe. Well, hearing about the Hush Honeybee has renewed my inspiration to keep cooking. I don't know where it'll take me, but I'm ready to throw myself into the proverbial frying pan. Oh, and of course, I need to thank you properly for what you've done. Here, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Mission accomplished.
Alright. So, we increased our wisdom, we got 3 magla pills, very useful items, and 2,000 of whatever the currency is called, which I don't remember. Now then. Wow, okay. So we're already rank 2. I wonder if that first tier is relatively easy to get to then. Ooh, interesting, okay.
Wisdom.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, fill thyself with the knowledge to discern truth from falsehood.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Alright, informed. For better or worse, we've learned a lot about this country's attitudes towards different tribes. Who knew prejudice could even extend to cooking? But it's heartening to know people are working to make it better, so we've got to keep up our own fight too.
What on earth are you doing?
Okay, interesting.
Thank you much.
Thanks to you, I've gained valuable knowledge about the honeybees cooking. Thank you so much. I'm guessing that like getting to like 3rd and 4th and 5th tier is probably going to take longer than getting to 2nd tier. I'm gonna start making dishes behind the chef's back, and someday I'll shock the world with my culinary skills.
What are you doing?
Okay, so which button shows us royal virtues? Square. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there's 5 tiers. That's pretty common in Persona games, so that's what I expected to see here. Okay. Okay, so rank 2 in wisdom I think is what we needed to be able to talk to that shopkeeper for that quest. So I wonder if I should go and talk to her.
Come on, Fate. Wait.
Wait a sec, that gate will take us out of the city. Okay, so none of these have the icon that says it will take time. So leaving the city itself
Yep.
will not progress time, apparently.
Come on, Fate.
Okay, let's go and talk to
What's happened?
the lady at the shop here, the proprietress.
Yes, I can.
Blimey.
Merchantess, that's what it's called.
Back again.
What is it? Come to ask about the job? This lady owns the Igniter shop, right? I bet the pay would be decent. Might be worth taking the job if it's nothing too crazy. Okay, describe it to me. If I put my overflowing wisdom on display, I'll be able to stand my ground with people as powerful as this woman.
Yes.
Well, I suppose you really are more than you seem. I certainly can't imagine Grius would have worked with any normal child. Glad to hear it. Now I'd like to see what you're made of.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brigitte. I run this shop and manage trade of magic igniters. This is your first time in Grand Trad, you mentioned. Then, what do you think of magic igniters?
I mean, they'll certainly make things easier, I
I
suppose.
suppose they make some things easier?
Yeah.
Aha! Situationally easier, but not broadly useful, eh? You
Yeah,
have a good grasp of it then.
exactly.
All right, next. Are you good at keeping secrets?
Sure.
I'd like to think I am.
Fair enough. Frankly, I trust that answer more than I would a direct insistence. Then, I have one last question. Do you believe in God?
Everyone's faith is their own.
Not the one everyone else does. I have my own beliefs.
In other words, not the God of Sanctism. Well, that's enough for me. Yes. I think there's potential in you. I'd like to ask you to handle an extermination mission. You're fit for the task.
Okay.
The fact is, our trade route for Ignitus has been, shall we say, compromised. A local monster's apparently made the place its feeding grounds. Evidence suggests its actual nest is near the place I personally checked out. I want you to go there, find it, and exterminate it.
Wait, hold on just a moment. You're asking us to handle something so important? Is that even okay?
I'm asking you precisely because it's so important. There are reasons I'd rather not bring this to the guard. I usually prefer discretion with these sorts of things anyway. Especially with groups like them. But if Grius trusts you, then I certainly can.
All right, a lot of people
How are
respected
you connected
Grius
with
around this
Grius?
town.
I hardly think that bears discussion right now.
All right, something to learn later then.
Does seem like she could use the help.
I wonder if she's going to end up a
You will
bond.
be compensated, of course, and generously. There's also the option of discounts on my stock, if that appeals. Additionally, rumor has it there's even treasure to be found at the monster nest. I'd say the potential rewards are a fair match for the risk.
It's a strange request, but someone connected to Grius probably wouldn't try to trick us. It doesn't seem like a bad deal between the compensation and treasure.
I hope you've no objections to the job.
Oh, I'm taking it.
Understood.
Thank you. You're bound for Belega Corridor. It's only a short distance away from here.
Okay, there we go.
This one's important.
I need to slay Guptaros in Belega Corridor. The informant in Grand Trad, who's usually at the Hush Honeybee Inn or on Sunshade Row, should have more details. Okay, increases courage, get a chunk of money, and we get a Pious Igniter. Pious Igniter, that's probably Hama, right? Yeah, that's probably Hama. Okay, 2.5 on the rank, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult.
It's here. Just think of the goodies that might be hiding inside.
Okay,
And right there's a labyrinth.
a bullish embargo.
Here's where we are now.
Cool.
If you don't have a way there, I'll lend you my carriage. Not the kind of trip you'll want to make on foot. You can leave the city through the large gate south of the central street. Don't die out there now.
Okay, so if we can do some of that today, and then do the main dungeon tomorrow, that would be our 3 days. Whoops. The monster at Belega Corridor, right? The monster is at Belega Corridor, right? I bet an informant would know something about it. Hunting outside the city is a good idea, but don't forget our mission in the Grand Cathedral. To get there, you can exit from the large south gate, or speak with me, and I'll call for you a carriage. My god, I can read.
All right then.
Okay, so we can go straight to the church at this point.
Let's go.
What's it all got to do with us anyway?
Wait, where was the informant?
What now? All right then.
I can't remember where the informant is. Is it this guy up here? No, you're the mag broker.
All right then.
I really don't remember where he was. Wasn't he like right outside of the... Maybe he's not marked on the map.
Oh, you're not getting off the hook for that.
You'll be a lifesaver.
No,
I think he was right outside here, but he's not anymore. I can't remember where they moved him to. Seeing the corpse of that human left to rot in the plaza, I can't help but think of all the people murdered in my village. Shall we head to the Grand Cathedral today, Captain? The decision is yours, but I'm anxious to finish this as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I understand, preparation is key. We can't forget that innocent lives are at stake. Okay, these are socials.
What is it?
Oh, you're not getting off the hook for that.
Unstinking
Mag broker.
Oh, come off it.
What can I do? What are you playing at?
Awful.
Just
All right then.
Is this it? What a curse.
Aha. Closer.
No, how did I?
But my comrades in arms.
the Royal Guard is sloppy.
Ridiculous.
The Royal Guard is sloppy, aren't they?
Damn it all.
All right then.
I don't know where the information broker is anymore.
Why, you little...
Stop that at once!
Yes, I can.
Oh, but there are yet innocents in the ground.
I mean, it seems like the quest is wanting me to talk to the information broker. Is he marked on our quest somehow?
What now?
I've probably gone by him like twice and people are really mad at me, but it is what it is. You can see other travelers' party formation details from the time they cleared the quest while viewing requests. Okay. View the details of a request using the pad to see more information about battles that occur. Okay, so let's see. A bullish embargo, this is what we're doing. The informant in Grand Trad, usually at the Hushed Honeybee. Oh, he's inside of the inn now, isn't he? That's right, that's where he moved to. I think I remember seeing him there. Okay, let's go back then.
What's it all got to do with us? Can't stand it. Humans. You'll be a lifesaver. Yeah.
What's happened?
Please.
There he is.
If you can help. A bit of incredulous.
Ox Demon of Belega Corridor.
Want in on this?
Who told you about Belega Corridor? That place may still harbor some treasure, since not many know about it. However, word has it that deep within it is a grotesque Guptaros, a gigantic two-legged beast brandishing an axe. It's quite famous amongst adventurers. It hates anyone who uses a staff or a mace, and it'll go berserk if it sees one. Okay, that's actually good to know. Watch out if it starts to build up strength. The next hit could kill you straight off. Okay, so we don't want to be in our mage classes, healer or mage, so... And then it can build up strength, and then kill you, so we want to backline guard. That said, if you time your attacks well, you can knock it out of its stance and halt its attack. I recommend swift pierce attacks with a pierce of some sort. It's weak to them.
Just between us.
And so right now I think our only pierce is from the knight class. Well, if you can't, then you want to simply guard. Defending won't help you to escape, but you may just be able to survive the onslaught. Finally, there's a lot of Goborns out there. Those behave more or less the same. If you want to fight them off, use swords and spears. Okay, so we want to avoid our mage and healer classes. Guess we should switch it up to be safe. Just to warn you, it's full of monsters that make the ones in Grand Cathedral pale in comparison. If you go, make sure you're mentally prepared for what you'll face. That's all I can offer for now. Should you survive, do return if you've got the coin. I'll have more information for you. I received a scrap of paper inscribed with the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later. Okay.
I'm just... Please. If you can help.
I mean, the informant really is giving pretty good information for us.
What's happened?
Okay.
What now?
We probably don't have enough mag to learn another ability. So we'll make you Seeker.
The freedom of a wanderer.
Stroll can be a warrior. And honestly, when we get to...
In the name of justice! You can trust
When we
in
get
me.
to the boss, we might want more Pierce. So we could put him in Knight class as well.
Leave it to me.
So if that's what we're going to go in with... How much money do we have? 2,200? We might be able to get one piece of gear.
Stop that at once!
Stroll has a really good weapon in that dragon thing.
Oh, what'll I do? Hello there.
$130. It only costs 50,000, that's all. Strength +3, magic +3. Jesus. Okay. So you're at base 115. You're at 102. Yeah, we're short on money anyway. Alright.
What'll I do?
Okay, is there anything else that we need to do while we're in town? I don't think so.
All right then.
Let's go.
What's happened?
Come off it.
Okay, let's go.
Wait! Yep.
Oh, I want to check my items just real quick, see where we're at.
What now?
Okay. Some herbs and medicines. 50 to all, one of those. 6 Maglas. 1 big potion for Magla. And I think we got one of every thing that we had access to that will cure different ailments. We've got 4 revivals. We got 1 big revival. Okay, and then we got some consumable offensive things. Archetype experience increases max HP. We'll use that on Vernac. Let's go.
Wait! Come on!
You got business out there worth risking your life for? No, you don't. And we need to get to the Grand Cathedral now. Okay, so we can't just go out into that. We should be able to go to the Bodega, though.
Really?
Got it. Don't forget about the Grand Cathedral, okay? Don't worry, we got time. Alright. Journeys. Traversing the land. Requests and intel will open up new areas on the city map. You can go there as long as you know the path. You can see how many days are required to reach a destination when you select it on the map. Oh, day travel. Is that going to be an issue here? If the road there doesn't pass through an encampment, you can get there that afternoon. Okay, there we go. When you return to town from your destination, it'll be night. After tackling a dungeon, you won't be able to do anything else. You and your allies need to rest. Okay, so we won't be able to do anything tonight. The wilds outside the city contain innumerable threats, but trust in your allies and step lively for adventure.
Let's see here.
There's a lot to see around Grand Trad, it looks like. Just don't forget about the Grand Cathedral.
This place.
Okay. Bodega Corridor, a Polish embargo, a derelict mansion which once belonged to a prosperous noble family who rivaled even the royal monarchs.
Let's see here.
Brigitte mentioned a monster lives in these ruins. It could help us to train up, but you sure you want to go? Our top priority is the Grand Cathedral right now. Besides, there may be even stronger enemies in there.
Hey, don't forget.
All I'm saying is to give it some thought. Okay, one day.
It's your call.
We should be able to get there and back within the day. Okay, good. What'll it be? Want to go? So they're kind of implying that this might be higher level than what the dungeon is. So I wonder, it's almost implying I might want to level up at the dungeon on this day and then do this tomorrow. And that would be our 3 days. But it also said that if we hit a certain point in the dungeon, I'm assuming that it would warn us and it wouldn't just immediately kick us out of the demo. It would just be like, hey, this is the end of the demo, go do something else. But I don't know if it actually would or not. We're going.
Let's move.
Okay, I'll let everyone know and we'll be off.
The party at last found themselves at Bodega Corridor, once a palace of a small, bygone country, destroyed and worn away by sand and rock. The land is a shadow of its former glory. Now it is home to monsters attracted by its stagnant magma. The party steps into the corridor, as if called there by the lingering resentment of a country that could not stand the test of time.
The thing is,
Well, this is where Brigitte mentioned. Apparently the monster here sometimes attacks passersby? I had no idea these ruins were here. This was a villa for a grand old noble family, I heard. This looks properly old.
Is this right?
Well, at any rate, we're here for the Guptaros. The ruins are novel, yes, but let us not stray from our purpose. What is a Guptaros? What's a Guptaros?
That's...
Well, isn't that the monster we have to kill? Some great big beastie thing. Well, whatever it is, I'm sure it's not weak, so we'd best go easy on the detours to preserve our strength for the fight.
My thanks.
There's always a trade-off. The decision is yours, but pray make it sensibly, please. I mean, we could gun it for the Guptaros, and then presumably we wouldn't be kicked out of the dungeon, and we could then do the optional, you know, getting other stuff. God, the music is very good. Retaking the cathedral is our priority, but furthering our strength is useful as well. However, let us not deviate long and return to town this evening. I am at the ready and prepared for battle at any time.
here.
A noble family's villa. Apologies, forget I said anything. We've come all this way. Let's bulk up and return to town. You going in? I'm all set to assist.
Oh.
Planning on going inside, are you? Well, here's some friendly advice. Don't. I heard an awful noise coming from deep within. It was a terrifying roar, certainly no noise a Gaborn could make.
that's...
You think it was the Guptaros? Really? A Guptaros? Ugh, there's no way I can handle a monster like that. I only came because I'd heard it was Gaborns. I'll just say that if those beasts are here, then staying would be madness. You guys should turn back too, if you value your lives. Wow, if the Guptaros really is that fearsome, then we better be sure we're well prepared. Okay, well, it's gonna be tough. We're gonna keep our safety save on save 8. That way, you know, we could go back to before we left, in case we wanted to do kind of the other dungeon first. If this turns out to be like well beyond what we're supposed to be doing.
Okay, then.
We're exploring this area today, right? Everything ready? Okay.
Let's go.
Wish me luck.
Whoa.
So the inside's like this, huh?
Should we try somewhere else?
I wonder where that Guptaros is. Give me a sec, I'll take a look. Well, I can't be totally sure from here, but it doesn't seem to be close by.
Well then.
I guess we'll just have to stay vigilant. It's fairly dark, so stay
If
close.
so,
We'll guard the rear. Apologies, but it seems you'll have to lead the way. Okay, so something that I did want to take a look at. Let's see. Tutorials. Battle. During squad battles, your formation will affect the damage party members deliver and receive depending on their position. Those in the front row deal more damage with melee attacks. Those in the back row deal less melee damage, but take less damage from enemies. Okay. During battle, you can change your formation by pressing the keys assigned to up and down to move party members between rows. I thought all attacks were affected by formation, so mages actually should always be in the back row. So some people pointed that out in my comments, and I wanted to read this again just to make sure that they weren't wrong, because sometimes people are wrong when they offer their advice, but no, you were right in this case. The formations only matter for melee. Okay, good to know, good to know.
It's all clear.
Okay, so L2. And which one was the lock on? Was it the L1? I think it's L1.
Why did this happen?
I wasn't expecting those vicious monsters. How could things have turned out this way?
What?
Vicious monsters? You mean the Guptaros? No, Gaborns. I defeated one easily, and then Gaborns wielding all kinds of weapons started flooding out. Before I knew it, I was surrounded by all manner of Gaborns. Just thinking about it makes my knees weak. I want to just give up and go home, but I told everyone I wouldn't come back until I became the Adventure King himself. Bloody hell. Sorry, buddy.
There they are. This is our chance.
Forward!
Let's settle this quick.
Unlocked what this round?
Warrior! Perhaps not.
Okay.
We're evenly matched. Guess
All
we
right.
better stay on our toes.
So I was wondering if getting the information from the information broker would give us the strengths and weaknesses of some of the enemies. I wonder if the Guptaros will show weaknesses and stuff or not.
I call upon royal power within! Be frozen! Tougher than I thought.
Let's stay calm. Come forth, royal soul. Let's go. Scour. Last
You got
one.
him.
I
Nice
expect
going,
no less. To
Captain.
the rear, Knight! Burn! Still standing, I see.
Woo, not too shabby. Let's keep this up, everyone.
Okay.
Okay, rank 4 in Seeker.
You found new powers.
And Taru. Nice. Increases one ally's attack for 3 turns.
Is that the end then? We've cleared the way.
Wait, we can talk to this little guy? Hey kiddo, which weapons are you using?
What?
It talked? You think a tooth can't chatter by itself? Well, chew on this. I've got jaw-dropping news you guys know nothing about. Depending on your weapon, your attack power is gonna totally change. Guess that's kinda obvious. But it's important for magic too. The strength of magic depends on your weapon, you know. Chew on that for a while, would ya? The strength of magic depends on your weapon? What? Really? What do you mean by that? Anyway, if your enemies are taking big bites out of you, bite back with better weapons. Go shopping or something. That's the truth of the tooth. Okay, so just higher stats means... Okay. So apparently your weapon's attack stat also can affect your magic. I think that's what it's getting at. You're very knowledgeable. Well, that's enough for now. Wouldn't want to bite off more than you can chew. Next time, I'll teach you some secrets you can really sink your teeth into.
I see the enemy.
I'll give it my all.
We're evenly matched. Guess we better stay
No
on our
weaknesses. Okay.
It's okay. We can...
I stand ready. Right there! A worthy foe after all.
That's one!
toes. Took one out.
I'll get some distance. I won't hold back. Wind. A tough one.
I'm stepping back.
Only one left. Finish them off and we're clear.
Oh, mystic fire!
That's the last of them. The way's clear. Be careful.
There they are.
More of them.
Here we go.
I fight for my own
Oh, I went too
justice.
early. Oh no.
Warrior!
I thought I had him.
Let me rethink this. Withdrawing! Warrior! The power of ice!
To the rear guard. Seeker. Scour.
Up to safer grab. Knight! Strike me if you dare. Only a flesh wound. Is that all?
Hogan
Not
first
so
badly
easily.
wounded. Someone heal her.
Let's do this! No holding back! Not now. Closing the distance, I call upon royal power within!
I will by this power. We're not out of this yet.
Is everyone all right?
Night!
Burn!
Broken my
Father!
goblet.
Satisfactory.
Who's next? Dodged. Nice one, Captain.
What can I
Wolf
do?
badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
I shall vanquish evil! How can they die hard?
Stroll can't
Let's
take
go.
anymore.
With healing
Someone
I
power.
owe
heal
you.
him.
Night! Not now. Moving to the front. To the rear. Let justice prevail.
Hulkenberg got one.
We're all
Who's
counting on
next?
you!
Is that all?
Oh,
Wolf
you've done
badly
it!
wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Warrior! Not done yet!
Stroll
Come
can't take
forth,
anymore.
royal soul.
Helpful as
Someone
ever.
heal him.
Observe into the fray.
Hulkenberg.
Oh, rude.
Together.
This is nothing.
Dodged. Nice one, Captain.
Warrior! Hack and slash!
Seeker! We can do this!
Thank you.
Only two
Oh,
enemies left.
power
Stay
of
sharp.
heroes. Oh, miss. Stay
Hulkenberg got
focused.
one.
Good.
Who's next?
Tis done.
What can I
Wolf
do?
badly wounded. Can anyone heal him? Captain's down.
Ah!
Someone help
They
it back
die hard!
up. Hey.
Night!
Hey.
Burn! They
Wake
yet
up.
cling to life.
We're still in a fight here.
Suppose this is it.
Someone
Is that
get him
all?
back on his feet. Come on, not like this. Someone help, please.
Yeah, let's reset.
Warrior! I'll cut tougher than I thought.
The freed, I won't hold back! Win! Let's keep this up!
I
Nice
stand
going,
ready.
Captain.
I'm stepping back.
3 enemies left.
Charging in!
We
to
can
safer
do
ground! Night! Is that all? This is nothing. Is that all? Only a flesh wound.
Warrior! How can they die hard?
3 enemies
Let's
left.
go.
We can do this.
We're not out of
I'm
this
obliged.
yet!
Is everyone come? Burn! Two remaining! Satisfactory. Bye. Is that all?
Only 2 enemies
No
left.
holding back!
Stay sharp.
With healing power!
Thank you. For all that we strive for!
Captain's hurt bad. Let's get him some healing.
Okay, that was very good.
I call upon royal power within!
Someone get him healed up.
Is everyone all right? Moving to the front. Right there! It's almost decided. Good. Tis done.
Oh, please!
Yeah, this was not the fight to not get those stuns on, man.
Finish them off and we're clear.
By this power! Charging in! Come forth, royal soul! Maybe not. I'll get some
Night! Only still standing, I see.
Dodged. Nice one, Captain.
Huge.
Warrior!
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming.
Not
Keep
bad.
moving.
I feel stronger.
Okay, 1 point. We'll go magic.
Our foes have fallen.
What now? Nice.
Amazing.
Balm of life. Cool.
Ah!
Right there.
I can feel the power coursing through me.
I see the enemy. There they are.
Let us settle
Give him
this.
a fight.
Do it. Get in there. Finish him off.
Warrior! Hack and stun! Not done yet.
I won't hold back! Scour! Let's finish this!
Absorb
Took
night!
one down!
Not now. Huh, take this!
I call upon royal power within! I'll cut you down!
Only 2
By this
enemies
power.
left! Stay sharp!
I won't hold back! Wind! Still up?
Is everyone all right there?
It's almost decided.
Good.
We've got this handled. Hulkenberg's badly
Not
wounded.
yet.
Someone heal her.
Warrior! Hacking tougher than I thought!
Hulkenberg's in bad shape.
We're not out of this
She's
yet.
out. Only one
Observe
left.
the enemy.
Finish them off and we're clear.
I'm stepping back. Night! Worthy foe after all.
Oh, you've done
badly
it!
wounded. Can anyone heal him?
I can't give up now.
You're all hurt
Warrior!
bad. Can
No.
anyone get on top? He barely made it.
Okay, we need to get Hulkenberg diagonal slash from the warrior.
Satisfactory. Ha! I have never known such heights.
That was the
What now?
Let's stash that somewhere safe. Right?
There's nothing but Gaborns around here. So many novice adventurers come to this place looking to test their mettle. Some had the full idea to bring in staff or mace igniters. You wouldn't be so daft, would you? You can't ever let a Gaborn see one of those. If you do, they launch into a frenzy as soon as they see your weapon. You may think Gaborns are dumb little fellas, but they're smart. They're smart enough to know magic users are bad news.
Yeah?
No staves or maces, huh? I guess that means we shouldn't go with mage or healer. But even so, Gaborns do have weak points. They all but fall apart when faced with poison or paralysis. Okay. Here, I'll give you this stunning arrow. Make them sit still, then take them out. Don't panic. 3 of them. Very nice. Okay, that's good. Okay, and this just goes up to the other side, yeah? Yeah. Okay, real
What now?
quick. We have 600 mag.
Now, where was I?
Hold on, I just need to double check something. Okay, yeah, we can go back in.
Now, where was I?
Please, do make yourselves comfortable. All right?
I shall show you.
Yeah, maybe I want diagonal slash instead. She'll be better with that than bot, I think. At least with the Gaborns. Now,
What now?
can I switch that freely? No, I think I have to do it with... So I can't just switch that as like a piece of equipment, I don't think. Okay, formation, tactics, details. Okay, so yeah, you can only change that ability with more. That's good to know.
Oh. You'll come again.
Okay, we're actually at time. So in the next episode, we'll go in and continue on in this dungeon. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody. Bye. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Vlado101, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Eureka Gecko, Pedo Kuto, Shadow Raven, Anna Kate the Great, Emily Kuzanoa, Philip Dougherty, Timothy Jansen, Skip, Naya, Turkeyfoot 27, Bean Curry, Nathan McComb, CWJ, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my membership on my Patreon description down below.